Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Guns for Hire, and welcome to the Gun Shop. So, apparently, there's going to be a day one, a launch day patch that is issued for all PlayStation 4s, and I really don't get it. Maybe someone can explain this to me. I know what they're updating and everything like that. I just don't get why this has to be a day one patch, and it wasn't already, installed on the system. These are things and features that seem to be basic. I don't know why this has to be a patch, why it wasn't pre-installed, why it wasn't already set up before they went into production. Like, do they already getting it out there like, we really don't know what we're going to put on there, we don't know what services are going to be on there, just start making machines? Where they rush to it? Because a 300 megabyte, day one update or patch rather, to have the Blu-ray player active, to have multiplayer active, like, this is essential. Without that patch, there's no multiplayer. There's no Blu-ray player. I'm like, what? It's a Blu-ray player. How is this a patch? Why do you need a patch in order to actually have the Blu-ray player working? I don't get it. Like, I really don't. Some of these features could possibly be argued to be, patchable or whatever, the party chat, because maybe they weren't sure how that was going to work, and they're like, okay, no, we got it. Party chat's going to work, and 8 players, whatever. But the Blu-ray, the multiplayer, like, that has to be a patch or whatever, multiplayer gaming? I don't get it. The Twitch thing, we already knew. They already said that they were going to use Twitch or Ustream and everything like that to be able to stream your games live. Why is this a patch? Why wasn't this automatically installed on the system? It makes me a little bit worried, like there's going to be issues. Anytime that it's a patch and they haven't tested it like across the board, think about it. When there's patches, especially one this big, a 300 megabyte patch with that many things being affected, there's going to be issues. Not only like when you're talking about a brand new game that launches, how there's always issues online and stuff like that. This is a brand new system, and those are major functions and services. I foresee a lot of issues going on with the day one, like on the launch. There's going to be issues. This is not going to be a day one patch. Or like, oh, it's 300 megabytes. It's going to be a patch, and like, oh crap, all this stuff is broken. This isn't working. We're getting flooded with this stuff, and it's going to be patch after patch. I don't know why this stuff wasn't implemented in the beginning. On a positive side, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's going to go all smooth. Maybe I'm just worried about it. I just don't. It baffles me why these are, those functions have to be patched in and aren't actually present in the manufacturing process. But what's nice about the Sony, and this was true with the PlayStation 3, is they're very open to allowing you to put third-party hard drives in there. So those third-party hard drives, as you know, both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 are 500 gigabytes. And while that seems okay, it's kind of like current gen limitations. 500 gigabytes is not a lot. I've got two terabyte hard drives in there, and then my SSD drive. And one of them's like completely full. One of them I use for recording, but that fills up incredibly fast. Even my, I have a 500 gig upstairs, slim PS3. That thing's, I'm constantly having to delete things and software and media and everything like that because it's constantly being filled up. And now we're talking about next-gen systems. The games are much bigger. We've already seen lots of articles, or at least I've read lots of articles, where the download is 50 gigabytes. Where the games are, because now Xbox One runs the Blu-ray, a lot of these third-party developers are going to be, not just making it for the 360, which is a dual-sided DVD, 7 gigabytes usable. It's like they were downscaling it because they needed to make sure it went on the 360, or it would have to be multiple discs, and that's just, horrible cost-wise. So being able to do that, I don't understand why we're still at 500. It's $80 more. Here's the thing, and I'm going to say this. The better deal is a PS4 at $399, and rather using the Kinect, which, I just see still as gimmicky. It's crap, and I don't even want the PlayStation Eye. I know it looks improved and maybe very Kinect-like, but I'm not interested in those games. That's just my personal opinion. Like, it's not, those games don't appeal to me. But if you're going to spend the same amount, so it's about $100 cheaper on the PlayStation 4, why not spend that extra $100 and get a terabyte hard drive? It's very simple. PlayStation allows you to do that. They're like, yeah, you can use the specs. Here's the specs. Put in any third party that you want. Western Digital, whatever the case may be. I think they allow now up to 12.5 millimeter casings. It used to be 9 laptop, and now it's at 12. I know some of the new ones out there are 15 millimeter. but the 12 will actually work in there. And you can get a 1 terabyte. 2 times the storage capacity for $80 on Amazon. And you'd still be cheaper than the Xbox One. But doubling, I find personally, I'd much rather have twice the amount of hard drive space, or 3 times with a 1.5 slightly above the Xbox One base price, for that much processing power rather than having a Kinect camera. I don't know, is that just me? What would you rather have? The Kinect camera, or would you rather have that away and have 1 terabyte of storage? Is storage more important to you than having that camera and potentially being able to play bowling with your friends at your karaoke party? Yeah, no, not for me. I'd much rather have that. And if you don't know, you can upgrade the, Microsoft does allow, but typically it has to be a Microsoft hard drive. And guess what? They tweak the prices. You're talking about when you can select anything that you want, like a third-party hard drive, you can get deals. You can get way cheaper products. But when you're forced to buy a Microsoft product, they juice the price up. They're like, oh, this is a Microsoft hard drive. Like, who cares? A Microsoft hard drive, they're the same thing. You don't think Western Digital is a good friggin' hard drive? Like, come on, that's ridiculous. Not only that, you can put in third party, but it actually violates, if you read the things, if you have to ever return your Xbox, and remember when the Xbox 360 launched, the Red Ring of Death, I'm not saying the Xbox One is going to crash, but if it does, you violate the terms of service or the terms of agreement, not covered under warranty. If it's not a Microsoft hard drive in there, anything goes wrong with it, too bad, so sad, you're done. Especially if you don't remember to swap it out and put it back in. Make sure you have the other one. They'd be like, well, why'd you crack that open? I don't know. Just food for thought, people. And that's the way I'd see it. What would you rather have? The Xbox, let's say it's the same system. Same system. Let's say if you're getting an Xbox, would you rather have the Xbox with the Kinect, 500 gigabyte storage, or the Xbox with a 1 terabyte storage, same price, no Kinect? Double the capacity. What would you rather have? I'm curious.